tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hopkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Smith catches left side. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cook up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Hopkins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown! Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. They took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jack Fox now. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on the play. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Vikings at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Hopkins going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go quickly here out to Moore.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down and 8.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, Our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a time. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hopkins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Williams a man in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Rondale Moore
from 21 yards away.
And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, you got to think the number 1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hopkins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hopkins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mullins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hopkins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Cook. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hopkins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and the coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking to throw. Hopkins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Escapes the sack. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Moore on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down,
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Okay,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
38 yards on play. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will